#1 news source. This is Fox 59 News at 10.
All of a sudden, like a bomb went off.
Tonight, an Indianapolis teen is lucky to be alive after a truck crashed into his bedroom, sending him to the hospital and causing major damage to his family's home. Thanks for joining us. I'm Michael Van Schoik. Now, the homeowner shared these pictures with us. A very scary scene. A truck tore through the home, ripping apart windows, walls, and paneling. The homeowner tells us he saw the driver get out of the truck, grab a baby inside, and then take off. He says the driver eventually returned to the scene. The homeowner tells us one of his cats has a broken leg. He also says his 17-year-old son suffered a fractured arm, busted mouth, bruised rib, and a broken foot.
We was sitting on there, a typical Saturday, and then all of a sudden we heard like a bomb went off. And then we started seeing dust come from under the door, so we ran to the front door. My son's door was right there, and I opened the door about this far, and it hit we couldn't go no farther open. And I see my son, a truck was all the way inside my room.
Connor says cars speed in the area all the time. He says the area needs more speed deterrents and police patrols. Meanwhile, police reports show the driver, 24-year-old Kyle Phillips, was arrested. He's facing preliminary charges of criminal recklessness with a deadly weapon, driving while suspended, and neglect of a dependent. Tonight, one mother's desperate plea for peace after her son was shot and killed on the near southwest side Thursday. Fox 59's Scarlett O'Hara sat down with her and shares the steps she says the city needs to take. Thank you very much, Scarlett. A former Wayne Township firefighter is accused of sexually battering a co-worker inside of one of the department's firehouses. According to court records obtained by Fox 59, Gary Stutzman tried to force his co-worker to have sex with him. A charging document says Stutzman and his co-worker had a flirtatious relationship, but she cut off communication with him after he performed oral sex on her that she said was not consensual. During another incident, investigators say Stutzman attacked the victim and tried to force her to perform oral sex on him, saying she owed him. The victim filed reports with department leadership as well as IMPD. Stutzman ultimately refused to speak with police and was arrested this past Wednesday. He's charged with sexual battery, criminal confinement, and battery. In a statement to Fox 59, the Wayne Township Fire Department says in part, quote, "We strongly condemn any form of harassment or violence. We are committed to creating a safe and respectful workplace environment for all employees, and we take these allegations very seriously." You can read their full statement and more details about the allegations right now on fox59.com. Today, the New Direction Church community gathered to remember a prominent anti-violence activist who was shot and killed on Thursday. Ron G's loss has been felt all across the Circle City. Many described him as a fierce anti-violence activist who founded Ceasefire Indy. So today, community members gathered to hold a block party to honor him. Police say G was found shot inside a car Thursday morning at the Citgo gas station on 38th and Arlington. It's still unclear tonight what led up to that shooting.
Today we did a balloon release honoring the life and legacy of our brother, Ron G. We were able to stand with his siblings and his children. We see these tragedies happen too often in our community, and so because we were already doing the block party, we could not start our festivities off without honoring someone who was a pillar in our community who lost his life to senseless violence.
Now, the community will hold a candlelight vigil and another balloon release at 7 p.m. on Monday at the corner of 38th and Arlington to honor G's life. Again, that's Monday night at 7 o'clock. Well, thank you very much, Ethan. The highly anticipated sequel to Twister out in theaters now. Why a few Hoosiers say the movie goes beyond entertaining crowds.
We got twins! Twins!
Well, the highly anticipated sequel to the 1996 classic Twister is now out in theaters. Well, this past week, we got an exclusive invitation to the IMAX premiere. Indianapolis was one of only a handful of theaters to have a live Q&A with the cast along with the advanced screening. Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones star in Twisters, the long-awaited sequel to the original 1996 film. They were both on hand from the Lincoln Square IMAX in New York and took questions from the audience before the film. People like Andrew Cook and his family say this is a personal story since they made it through the Martinsville tornado in March 2023 and are still making repairs to this day. They encourage Hoosiers to not only come out for the thrill of a movie like this, but to learn a lesson about the dangers of severe weather.
Regardless if we went through a tornado before or not, I mean, we're going to come see it. I don't know why everyone isn't here right now to see it because, I mean, a huge screen like that, to experience that without actually going through it like we did, I mean, it's, you can't top it.
The IMAX at the State Museum will be showing the movie for the next week. Speedway is set to have a designated outdoor refreshment area. What this means for fans on race day for the Brickyard 400 tomorrow. Welcome back. The home of racing is getting in on the outdoor drinking area. This past week, the town of Speedway approved a DORA. It means race fans and everyone else can now walk around Main Street with alcohol. Fox 59's Eric Graves checked out the new rules. Alrighty, thank you, Ethan. Qualifying and racing this afternoon at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. On the eve of the Brickyard 400, NASCAR sets the running order for tomorrow's Cup Series race. Sports is next on Fox 59.
Awesome, Dave. And even better for the weather, I would say.
A little bit of cloud coverage tomorrow might be kind of nice.
Yeah, it'll kind of keep a lid on everything. Kind of temperatures, humidity. You're going to be out tomorrow at the Brickyard.
Bring sunscreen.
Yeah, clouds.
That'll get you if you don't bring your sunscreen.
I've learned that lesson.
Yeah, we've all been there. Always remember your sunscreen, even though there will be more clouds. 83 for a forecast high tomorrow. Warmest of the week will be Wednesday, but overall it's going to be pretty much a carbon copy every day of one another. We'll start to warm up by this point next week with a high of 86, potentially even warmer after that, but not bad overall.
Looking forward to it.
Likewise.
All right, have a good night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
They have dedicated their lives to lending a hand. We are honored to champion